Kitkats can read. Hello everybody, welcome to a new and exciting video. Today I am bringing you guys my December TBR. You didn't see a TBR video for November, that's because I was mood reading. I was in a bit of a reading slump and I didn't want to put pressure on myself, so I was kind of like reading as and when I wanted to and reading whatever I wanted basically, and honestly it was the best thing that I could have ever done. And I totally advise people to do it if they're feeling very slumpish. Just stray away from your TBR, read the books that you want to read, or you know, go and do a different hobby if that helps you. So I said I was going to do the same for December, however I really miss my TBR game and I miss having to like play all the mini games that are in my TBR. So basically, if you guys don't know, I play my own TBR game that I have created and it is called World of Kitkats. This is the board right here. So we literally start at the bottom and we work our way around like a squiggle all the way to the top, and then once we've reached the top we go straight back to the beginning. So every colour cat corresponds to a different TBR sort of game, so it's kind of like a TBR game with TBR games inside it. Like, it's really fun. I love it so much. If I do land on a treat your shelf, then that pretty much is kind of a square where I can either use it as like my most recent purchase, or I can get like a most recently acquired book, or it could be like a free choice. So it's kind of like a special square for me. But yes, we've got colours that go towards cats. So I will quickly read to you the list because it's a new list this time round, of course, because I've also gained 2 new editions, and I'll show you those 2 new editions first. So first of all, I have a giant Gumball machine right here, and it has a little twisty tube, and when I turn it these come out. So inside I've got some selection of like little pellets to come out. So this is the new giant TBR Gumball machine, which I'm really excited. I've already filled the prompts of that one, and I've got the mini one that I'm bringing back as well, and this one has got a lot of books that are on my general TBR, like basically books that are all around the room. So many, there are hundreds in this one, so I'm bringing this one back. And the new addition is I got myself a bingo machine, and I was looking for one that had colour balls, but like they're quite rare or they're very pricey, so I just got like the cheap ass one, and I just literally got some permanent pens and I coloured them on. So there are several colours of this one, being purple, green, dark blue, light blue, yellow, and yes, those are going to also correspond towards books as well. But yes, of course, I'm looking forward to giving this a spin if it lands on it, because there is a 1 in whatever chance of any one of these TBR games appearing. So as to the colour cats, red cat is the grab machine. So the grab machine has come back. I need to put the balls in it in order to play, but I do have them already. Basically, I controlled the little claw. It picks up a little ball and inside it is a prompt for a book. So that's quite exciting. I'm also bringing back the golden eggs, and they are literally these little golden eggs, and my cats choose them. Basically, the first golden egg that they bat is the prompt or book choice that I have to have. Then we've got the dice TBR game, which is this lovely dice game that came in a book subscription box, and I have got loads of prompts numbered 1 to 20 on a 20-sided dice. I basically, as simple as it sounds, roll the dice, whatever it lands on is whatever it is. And this bingo game is number purple, yellow is the new Gumball machine, orange is the little mini Gumball machine, and then I've got an ebook TBR jar, which is literally just set up there at the moment. So that is for like my ebooks. And then black is for a NetGalley or ARC book. So a NetGalley or Aidwise or a physical ARC, I can put whatever ARC I choose. Grey is for currently reading, because I've got loads of books I've started and haven't finished. I've got a pile of those, so it'd be great if I land on that. Oi! Cream is for the monthly TBR pot, which is literally over here. Literally just says here, monthly TBR. And these have got like fairly new purchases in. or books that I have acquired or series that I'd like to read. I've added some like random ones in there as well. Like I've mentioned before, Treat Your Shelf is a free choice, or I can get a newly acquired or a recently purchased or recently gifted, whatever, sort of like free little square for me to choose. Now normally every month I pretty much kind of like go from where I left off on the last spot, but I think it's possibly easier if I just start from the beginning again, because there's always like a little chance of like whatever. And last time I think I only gave myself 3 prompts, but this time I'm going to go up to 5 again, because like my reading has been a lot better. I've been more into the mood of reading. So these are little colour cats, so if I do land on them, then I literally pin them to this little mini board here, and there are a maximum of 12, and 12 is the maximum amount of books I can have on a TBR. So I've said that to myself. I don't want to like give myself, like, if I kept on rolling doubles, like a stupid amount of like 25 books or something ridiculous like that. So I've just been like, look, I draw the line. The final double is as long as it gets to 12. And like I've literally just said, if I do roll a double, then it adds a prompt onto my TBR. My little counter is this little book token that I've also created, and my 2 dice are these lovely blue little dice that I've got. Now we move on to the fun part of the actual TBR game. So first of all, we start with roll number 1. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, already off to a good start with a Treat Your Shelf. So Treat Your Shelf came up, which is always really exciting, because it means I get to literally kind of like pick whatever I want. It doesn't have to be like something that I've, you know, recently purchased, because it might not be that I've purchased anything like that month or week or whatever. So it could be like my most recent one, or it could just literally kind of be like a free space for me to put like a book of choice. So for this one, I thought it'd be really fitting, especially because it's the month of Christmas, to put on the Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher, the first book that's in the Christmasaurus series. This is a children's middle grade book, and by the lovely Tom Fletcher, who is in my favourite band, McFly, and yes, he's written a book, and this will be lovely, easy, and just so good to read. And yeah, I hope that I'm going to really enjoy this. I have read Eve of Man by Tom Fletcher and Giovanna Fletcher, the young adult book. Really enjoyed that. So I don't know what Tom is like as a solo author, but his books are really popular, and they always make like the bestseller list, so I have such high hopes. And also I'd like to like it. I mean, look at this Christmasaurus, like, isn't it so cute? And it's just so beautiful. And there's also disability rep as well, because I think the main boy is in a wheelchair, so I think that's really great as well, to just have that lovely magical element to it. But yeah, with all the snow and with all the magicalness about it, I think this would be such a great read for the month of December. Now on to roll number 2. We have a 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have landed on a blue cat. Welcome to the Dice Tbr Game. As you can see, there are numbers from 1 to 20 of all sorts of different choices. And here is the dice with 20 sides, and I'm going to roll it into the box right here. There we go. So as you can see, the number 5 has come out, and 5 comes up here for a reread. So prompt number 2 was a blue cat, and for that is the Dice Tbr Game, and as you would have seen, the prompt that came out of it was a reread, which I'm really happy with. I could put so many books to reread, but the one that was jumping out to me the most is White Hot Kiss by Jennifer Armentrout. This is the first book that is in the Dark Element series. It's a Gargoyle series, and if I remember, I was in love with this book, but I cannot begin to tell you what this book is about. But it's the first book in this series, and I do want to give this a read because there is a spin-off series, I believe, and the first of that is Storm and Fury. So in order to read that, I need to read this series, and so it also would be good to get into this book again. I feel like I'm going to really enjoy it again, and to put a reread on my TBR is always a good thing. Roll number 3. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a black cat. Prompt number 3 brought us a black cat, which is a NetGalley, a device, or a physical arc. And so for this one, I went towards a NetGalley arc. I literally just had a look at all of my books and I was just really intrigued about this one. And this is called The Key to Fear, and it's by Kristen Cast. And this came out last year, so this is one of my archive ones. I do have the second book that I've recently acquired, which is why I'm going to be reading this one. I'm trying to film. It's like, you know, I'm trying to film and you're being a bum. Mr. Beat. Shh. Well, you just ignore me. Fine, I'll ignore you then. From what I can gather, this is a dystopian-like novel that is about people who've gone through a kind of like pandemic and then they're controlled by the key. So that's all I can kind of like really say. It sounds really intriguing, it's interesting all the same, so hopefully I do enjoy it. Number 4. Oh, it's our first double threes. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another blue cat. So the dice Tbr came out again, so let's roll and see what we get this time. Number 3, and number 3 is new purchase. Luna just can't believe the roll. It is newest purchase. So prompt number 4 again brought us the dice Tbr game, and as you would have seen, it came on a new purchase. So I have gone with Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. This is a recently purchased book of mine. I literally have been seeing everybody just read all the books that are in the series, and I was just like, I want to jump on the bandwagon. I hear really good things about it. All I've heard is really good things, so I would like to hope that I will be one that enjoys this book as well. But yes, first book in this series. I know there's so many books that Robin Hobb has written, and I hope that I'm going to enjoy this. I'm a little bit scared, so I'm going to try and go into it completely blind and not think about like all the hype around it. And yeah, but I'm really excited to read it because I'm totally in the mood to read like an adult fantasy. So yeah, hopefully I do enjoy this one. Oh, number 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A red cat. So a grab machine came out with Tbr Game, which is great. I am so looking forward to this one. It's always really funny to do. So I've got my coin here. Let's play. Alright. Let's go up. These are 10 books that I wanted to read this year that I haven't got around to reading, and I can't remember which book is in which, so oh no, that didn't work. Let's try going here maybe. Oh, have I got this one? No, I dropped it. Oh my goodness. This is not going well then. Oh, that is a better grab. I think we've got one, guys. I think we got one. Yeah! Alright, let's have a look. The ball that came out. Which one is this one? It's Legendborn. Legendborn is a book that has come out. The grab machine came up, which is really exciting. I always love it when the grab machine comes up, and for this one I'm just really super excited to say that Legendborn came out of this one. So I'm not entirely sure like how true it is with this one, but it says it's perfect for fans of the series of Cassandra Clare, the Shadowhunter world. So I hope that I will end up enjoying it. The font is really small in this book, like really small, but I know a couple of people who have been reading this lately, and yeah, I know that there is a sequel to this coming out. It would be good to get this read, and hopefully I do enjoy it. Could this be our final prompt of number 6? We shall see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A grey cat. And finally, our 6th and final prompt came out as a grey cat, which meant currently reading, which is good because I always like to select books from my currently reading pile because it's really big. Where I have been slumping, the pile has just been like adding and adding and adding, and so the book that I went from this pile is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I got a fairway through this book as well, so there's not actually far left for me to read, and as it's a recently read book, I have still got it fresh in my mind. So 239 I'm on the page of, so yeah. And also I can totally audiobook this as well, so I can listen to this whilst commuting to and from work. But yes, that is the final prompt. And here you have our 6 cats. Treat yourself: blue, black, blue, red and grey. 6 prompts for the month of December. So with it being the last month of the year, I still have, I just checked today, 13 books left of my Goodreads goal, and there are 6 books on my December TBR. Now I'm currently reading and listening to 2 books. So I'm physically reading The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, and I am nearly halfway through this one, as you can see right here, and I am audio booking Hidden Bodies by Cameron Katniss, and I am halfway through this one, so that'd be another 2 books off, so that's 8 books, but that still leaves about, I think, 5 books left if I am correct. So I've decided to like add a few little books in order for me to achieve my Goodreads goal, and I was just thinking of like 5 books that I can put on my December TBR after the 6 books that I read. So obviously those 2 books will be part of it as well, but there is a buddy read for the Percy Jackson series, and in December we are going to be reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, and this is by Rick Riordan. I do have a physical copy of this and I'm due a reread. It's somewhere on my reread shelf, like over there. So there's that one. There's also My Type and Paper by Chloe Sager, which is part of my currently reading books that I still remember everything that's gone on. It's quite an easy reading book as well, so to get this cleared off of my currently reading as well as part of the Goodreads goal would be great. Then I've put a graphic novel. I've put Bleach volume number 1 because it's always good to get a graphic novel in the mix, and then I've just put the next Animalog book on the list. I can't remember which one I am up to. I think it's like book number 7 or book number 8, but they are released Daniels. They're quick and easy reads, and I haven't read one in a while and I would like to. So there's that, but at the same time I have been reading Alice Adventures in Wonderland at work as part of like story time on a Tuesday evening, and very nearly finished with that, so that could also be another one. So along with books to reach my Goodreads goal, I also would like to definitely get to The Christmas Pig by J.K. Rowling. It's a Christmassy novel and there's illustrations throughout it. It should be such an easygoing read because it's a children's middle grade book, and yeah, with all the Christmas presents and everything and the lovely festive theme, it'd be great to get this read. Also the author of Harry Potter, which is one of my favourite series ever, so yeah, it would be really great to get this read. I would like to achieve my Goodreads goal of 50 books, so either way it would just be pretty damn nice to get some books off of the Goodreads and go from there. So I can let you guys know that I have been writing down like lots of things. Like I've written down all of my currently reading books on the list here, and my books from my first haul that I haven't read yet, popular books from the scratch card that I did as well, because I still would like to do the scratch card next year. And then I am planning on doing an unhaul project video where I list 5 books that I am thinking of getting rid of, that I'm going to be doing like reading for, so I can read them and then decide if I want to unhaul them or not, because it would be great to get some books off my actual TBR and free some bookshelf space. And then I'm going to be wrapping up some books for next year, so I've already got a list. This time I've chosen 5 books to wrap up, and yeah, going to randomly just mix them up, so that will be part of the TBR. And then I have sorted out the bingo game. If I ever use the bingo TBR game, I've sorted out the prompts for those. And then I've already written here ready for like next year, just preparing because December is the time to do this, but like goals for next year, favourite books of this year, and books to read next year. Here I've got my little table of books read this year, and then I've also need to film my reindeer readathon and decide on my prompts for that. And yes, I will get that decided because there's loads of books for that, but if I can put the 6 books on my TBR on there and then kind of like decide the rest, then that'd be really good as well. So yeah, I'm trying to be really organised with everything, but these are the 5 physical books as well as the 1 ebook on my December TBR. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books in the list. I know that some people would have read this book and this book and this book definitely, and probably this one and maybe even this one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on all of these books, because I would like to know, of course, what you guys thought about them. But that is it for me for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads, it's all there down below. Keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. My name is Katie, and I will see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye.